Hey guys, John and Jordan here with Best Price Nutrition. You can visit the website at BestPriceNutrition.com. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at an OG test booster, Pink Magic.
Yep.
This one's still popular to this day, and we got a lot of guys who come into the brick and mortar next door who take this religiously. But the reason we wanted to do this video, outside of the fact that I think most of the videos on this are like 13 years old.
Oh yeah, they're old.
Is we got a customer who calls regularly, chats about supplements, looks for recommendations, and he had his test levels checked prior to taking this as well as after. I think it was 3, 4, 5 months of use. And he saw about a 250-point jump in his test levels. So that's actually documented. We're not just kind of guessing at how you feel. So we thought it was worthwhile to go over this formula.
Yeah, so there's actually proven results on it.
And this is actually, have you tried this one?
I've never taken the Pink Magic before, but it's an outstanding formula.
Yeah, this has been on my list. I've done Test 21, Metatest, a lot of the others, but this is actually on my list of ones to try.
Okay.
And you know, before we kind of get into the formula, this does have epiandro.
Yes.
Is it still a natural test booster? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
So, because it does have an epiandro, I do put it in the category of kind of like part hormone, part testosterone booster. It does need to be cycled because it does have an epiandro in there. Epiandros, for those that don't know, are a dry growth hormone, so it's going to lean you out, reduce water retention, build lean muscle mass, kind of help you with body fat, things like that. So this definitely does need to be cycled.
So this would be, that epiandro would be similar to like a Winstrol or dimethazine?
Yes.
Okay. And yeah, I guess I'll start. We'll kind of go back and forth a little bit here.
Okay.
But first ingredient is going to be the Eucomia, well, I give myself the hard one.
Eucomia almanoids.
We got 750 milligrams. It's a traditional Chinese herb. It's an adaptogenic, and it helps to improve endurance, increase strength, and supports testosterone levels. And this is actually in Ostaplex. It doesn't Blackstone have a product with that?
Yeah, so Ostaplex carries that, and then Blackstone has the Halo Elite, which is a standard, the Eucomia almanoid product. Really good for muscle hardening. It's a natural anabolic, kind of in the same family as like Laxogenin.
Okay.
And then we have the Tribulus testris, which is the TESTOSURGE trademark name. Tribulus has been around for so many years, and there's a lot of good studies that show it's just great for natural testosterone support. Initializing the hormone levels, definitely helping with some muscle mass, some strength. So I mean, you can buy a standalone Tribulus product. High Tech is another one that is the tribesterone, which is a Bulgarian Tribulus testris, which has been shown to be, I think, like 10 times stronger than like a standard Tribulus. But I mean, yeah, most testosterone products have some sort of Tribulus where you can get it on its own. It's a really good testosterone support.
You know, kind of, I was just talking to one of our customers the other day. It's kind of funny how it seems like every few years, like the big test boosting ingredients everyone's into kind of change. So years ago it was D-aspartic acid, Tribulus, fenugreek.
Yep.
Right now it's like Tongkat Ali, Fedosia,
Boron's out there.
Boron. But yeah, it's kind of interesting how you kind of, and they all work great.
Yeah,
but different ones seem to kind of trend.
Yeah.
Let's see, I'm not familiar with this ingredient, but we got, man, give myself all that.
I know, right?
Massularia Acuminata aqueous extract. And this is a shrub traditionally used in West African herbal medicine. And some studies suggest that it can help increase testosterone levels, support libido, and enhance muscle growth.
All right.
You ever heard of that one?
No, that's actually the first time I've heard of that one. Obviously, everybody's heard of fenugreek, so that's one's in here too. It's an herb commonly used a lot of times for anti-inflammatory, and it does have libido boosting abilities, so sexual support. As far as on the testosterone side, there's some studies that show that it does enhance your natural testosterone levels, and it can help with body recomposition.
Next we have maca. I'm actually taking the NutriBio maca right now. We got 157 milligrams of maca. That's a little bit light because I think anywhere from 500 to maybe 2 grams a day is kind of what most people take. But this isn't really like a libido booster. It's an all-around test booster. Sure. Peruvian root, known for its adaptogenic and energy boosting properties, and will not directly link to testosterone. Maca can enhance libido, energy levels, and endurance, which supports overall workout performance.
All right, and then we have I'm not even going to go into the whole word, but as a trademark name, some of you might have heard of Diosterol. There was talks at one point about High Tech doing like a standalone Diastero
Okay.
product. I don't know if that's still in the works. You can also find Diastero in the Testovite as well from High Tech, which is your natural testosterone supporting, along with a multivitamin on top of that. But it's actually derived from wild yam, and it modulates your hormones. So it supports hormone balance and actually aids in like muscle development and testosterone synthesis.
And then next we got the proprietary adaptogen and protein synthesis compound. I actually said it right that time. The first ingredient here is Raponticum carmothicides, which is actually Tomcat elite.
Yep.
I think when Tomcat first, or Tomcat, what am I saying, Tomcat elite? Turkesterone.
Testosterone. Oh yes, yeah.
Misspoke this. Turkesterone. But when Turkesterone first started getting popular, when Derek and More Plates, More Dates first started kind of touting it as a standalone, this was one of the OG products that has actually had it in there for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Turkesterone, most of you guys are probably familiar with it. I know I've taken it, you've taken it,
Yep.
Jeff takes it.
Yeah, Jeff loves it.
Great for muscle fullness, great for strength increases, size increases. It helps with cutting, just really, really great ingredient. Increases protein synthesis, supports muscle growth, and has anabolic properties.
All right. And then obviously we have the Epi-Andro at 150 milligrams, which is a solid dose. Does it say? It doesn't say what form is used in here, but at 150 milligrams, it's a pretty high dose. For instance, like dimethazine has 250 milligrams per tablet. Winstrol is in a blend that you take 3 times per day at 50 milligrams, and then things like Primobolan also have it. Sustanon, you get 100 milligrams. So definitely treat this as a pro-hormone where it does need to be, cycled 8 weeks on, 4 weeks off. As far as PCT, because that's probably going to be a question, is because I cycle this, do I need a PCT? I would really think like a natural testosterone booster like, Test 21 would really be, something perfect. Apex Male from Blackstone. Really because Epi-Andro doesn't convert to estrogen, you really don't need that heavy of like a post-cycle.
Okay. One thing that I always kind of recommend to people, and I was kind of planning on doing it myself, is most test boosters are pretty mild. You can pretty much, you don't necessarily have to cycle them, even though it's a good idea. But with this, as well as another one I really like, the Hard Target, which has 100 milligrams of aromatase.
Yeah, it's a potent one.
Probably not something you want to be taking like more than, a month, 2 months, maybe 3 months.
Realistically, like a month.
So, cycling between a couple of these, and like you said, if you take this for a month and then you hop over to Testosterone 21, you kind of have your PCT right there. And then lastly, we have 150 milligrams of our Spiristan, which we know as Laxogenin or Super Laxogenin. I know High Tech, a lot of people are fans of the Laxogenin 100. Here you're getting 150 milligrams. It's a plant-derived steroid that's been studied for its anabolic properties, increased protein synthesis, enhanced muscle recovery, and promotes muscle growth without directly affecting hormone levels. So this is kind of nice in that it's a test booster and muscle builder kind of all in one. And I know over the years this has gone through, I think there was like a Pink Magic Platinum at one point. I know they kind of changed the formula years back. But it's been this formula for a while. People seem to love it. People are loyal users of it. And we got some actual evidence from a customer showing that it actually did provide a good boost. Always end these awkwardly. You got anything else?
No, absolutely. If you like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Like this video because it really helps with the algorithm. And
we'll link to this down below if anybody's interested in picking it up. And if you've tried it, got any questions, feedback, anything else, go ahead and drop it down below.
All right, thanks, guys. Cool.